Okay, everyone, welcome to Systems Within Systems. I'm Sifu Lawrence Hill. You could check me out on systemswithinsystems.com. That will lead you to all the sites and tell you about the school once we reopen. All right, so we've been doing chapter 1 on the Tai Chi, and I did it from this side. I'm just going to show you the front angle with the hands and then the part where we're coming into the push. So if you can remember, or from what you just watched, you saw this here, we came here, we did this, we came back here, right? All right, so on the front part of this, right, from here, I'm going to sit, come down, come up, right, here, here, right? You see where they attach here, and I'm coming out this way, this way. My elbows don't come up or come down, they're staying even. That's how I like to do it, right? So at this point here, I'm coming from here, my elbows stay here, not one up, not one down, and then I'm coming out, I'll sink a little bit, and I'll come out with this movement, right? Like I'm unscrewing a cap. When I get here, it's like my hands are on the faucet, and I open them up. So they're just opening up, right? Opening up. Now they're here, even with the shoulders, okay? So I'm facing the front view. As I'm coming out with this, it would be more here, all right? So for the camera angle, right? I'm gonna come out here, move. I'm coming this way. So now you see, this is even with my shoulders. If my foot is here, I'd be more this way. If my foot is here, I'm this way, okay? So, from here, when you come back, here's the tricky part. Again, all I'm gonna do is switch this bucket of water to the back leg. This just comes to here, right? This comes to here. The tricky part with this here is I come out here, open up, I stay even with my shoulders. Now, as my leg starts to come back, as I start moving and switching the buckets of water, the hands now follow the coming back motion, you see? So I'm not doing this, right? I'm coming out here, separate. As I'm coming back with my stance, then my hands follow the coming back motion. When I reach a sitting position, then the hands fully come in. My elbows aren't out here or here, they're kind of crunched a little bit, right? From here to here, right? Right? From here to here, right? But it's as I'm coming back, the hands follow. And I kind of sit into that trigger. Nowhere in the form does the movement stop. Okay, so one motion moves it to the other. For the most part, your legs are always going to be ahead of your hands. Your stance is always going to be ahead of your hands. And the same goes in combat when we get into footwork and whatnot, which is a discussion later, where the Tai Chi really starts to come into play. And as I explained, Tai Chi, you know, you're not fighting people Tai Chi. Tai Chi is very quick movement, very aggressive and very violent. I don't know what the hell people are doing out there, but it is nothing like that. All right? It is very, very dangerous when applied differently, along with the forms and the fighting techniques, okay? All right, so at this point here, I'm coming down. I come up here, watch my posture, I come up to here, and then I'm here, right? Open it up. I sink, open up. I like to sink a little bit. Now at this point here, my stance comes back and my arms are coming back, they follow. To get into that push, now as I'm coming back here, when they sink in, right? When the hands sink in, the leg starts coming forward, you see? This is very tricky, all right? Very, very tricky. So again, here, I sink, I come out. I'm taking a straighter angle so that you could see. I sink, I come out. You can see when I get here, my hand comes out a little bit. I open it up. I'm going to come back with my stance. My hand follows. Now my hand's still coming back, and now my leg starts coming forward, and then the hand follows. That's my push, okay? And I don't come out this way here. I'm not cutting off my circulation. I'm not pushing this way. The hand is your fingertips and the upper side of your palm. And I'm not doing a palm strike where I'm like this here, cutting off my circulation. It's just coming out. That's your hit. All right? And it teaches you how to move. Most people, when they move things or push things, they push with their backs and they're pushing this way. Here you're sinking down and you're pushing. And when you're striking, you're doing the same thing. That's where your root and center comes in, which really adds a lot of power to your strikes in Mortal Kombat. All right? So from this position here, coming back, right? As I come here, I'm going to come to this point, facing the this point, you see where I sit here. I come out, right? Open my hands up, even with my shoulders. My fingertips are even with my shoulders. I start coming back with my stance, my hands follow. Now I start coming forward with my stance, and then my hands follow. Right? Then the next move from here, from this point here, all you're going to do is straighten out your arms and come up. So from this push here, you straighten out your arms and you come up. I call it the Frankenstein. All right? So from here, right, from your push, you did this. Here, come back. Here, push. Come back. Straighten out your arms and you come up. Front view, right? Front view from here. Here, separate your hands here. Open up. Come back here. See? Move the stance forward. The hands follow. Move the stance back. I come in a straight position, right? To a light leg. Then I pick up onto the heel and I'm doing the Frankenstein. Okay? So on these points of the form, or doing form, a little tip where we talked about discipline. Discipline to me means never convenient. Life is not convenient. We all know that. We practice a lot of discipline because there's different things attached to it, like getting up and going to work every day. You know, we do it because we have to. We do it because we need to take care of our family. We do it because we have to do what we have to do. But when it comes down to doing things at home, like we always have these mood swings. You got to be in the mood to take out the garbage. You got to be in the mood to do the dishes. You got to be in the mood to vacuum the floor, you know? So you try to get yourself worked up to do those things. As far as exercising goes with the Tai Chi, I always recommend, you know, communication. Try to get somebody in the family to do it with you. Try to work out a routine, a time that you're going to do it. So what happens is any situation, you bow into the situation in your mind. So if I'm coming onto the floor, onto my mat, and I say, okay, I don't really want to do the Tai Chi today. I don't want to listen to Sifu on the video. I don't want to go through that. I'm not really in the mood. That's lack of discipline and presenting yourself to the mat. Come out to the mat. If you got to watch the video, you put the video on, whatever it is, bow into it. Come in and bow yourself in. Trigger your mind into directing yourself to doing what you need to do. Same with vacuuming the floor, or doing the dishes, or working on your car, changing a flat tire. Anything. It's not a matter of convenience. Bow into it. Get your mind triggered into what it is that you need to do. You'll get over that lethargic feeling, that laziness of not accomplishing what you want to accomplish and feeling bad the next day. You know, release your guilt. Understand things. Let it go. Bow yourself in and practice what discipline is. Discipline's never convenient, and discipline doesn't mean it's something that you find, that it's out there waiting for you. It's something you act on. So if you want to try that, you know, first, develop a routine for yourself. If you got a family member that's going to practice with you, then practice with them. Set a time where you're doing it together, where you could discuss it. But anything that you do, to get on the track of discipline, remember the bowing in. Like I'm going to bow in. I bow into work. I bow in to get into my car. I bow into getting up. It just triggers like, okay, I don't want to do this. What do I want to do? I want to sit down and drink sake and eat sushi and just relax. You know, but life doesn't work that way. I just naturally want to be healthy. I wish I could eat junk food all my life and be healthy. You know, reverse world, where eating ice cream every day is good for you, right? It just doesn't work that way. You need to bow in to where you're at, bow into what's happening as far as getting yourself up and motivating yourself. If you give it to your mood swings, then they're going to rule you. And you never really feel quite happy with what you're doing. So as far as practicing goes, it's a good place to start. Family member, by yourself, pick a time that you're going to do it. Walk on to whatever field you're going to walk on to, whether you're watching these videos for now, to maybe coming to the school, which is a different environment. Get together once things clear up with some friends and stuff that are doing the same thing, and create a little area where you're in time zone that you got to do. But whatever it may be, bow into it. You're sitting down, you're watching a show, and you have to do the dishes before your wife gets home. Bow into it. Get up and do the dishes, or vice versa. You know, if you're a stay-at-home dad or whatever it may be, we do things begrudgingly. If you bow into it, you got to trigger the discipline, and you got to react. So when I get up, unless there's an injury or something wrong with me, which is what I'm dealing with now, I just get up and I just bow in. And then I'm there, I straighten up, and I just do my Tai Chi. And then the breathing, the meditation, the voices, everything just starts coming together. And you always feel better when you're done. All right, thank you for listening. And this is the last part of the Tai Chi. We'll go on the last part of this section, and then we'll bring up more videos as we go down the line. Grow, learn, teach, breathe.